Next up, Dave Dobermeyer. Here's a great example of how it started and how it's going. First off, how it started. Now this clip is sped up a little bit, but good.
I take a multivitamin. You take an AC? No, what's an AC? Well, if you don't get some of it in your ass, you're gonna be dead. You understand what I'm telling you? You're gonna die, folks. Wake the hell up!
Wait a minute, did he just say put vitamins in your ass?
If you don't get some of it in your ass, you're gonna be dead. You understand what I'm telling you? You're gonna die, folks. Wake the hell up! They're trying to kill you! The people who are spreading the virus are the ones who have the vaccinations, friends. Shake your damn head, your eyes are stuck. They're telling you it's those who aren't vaccinated, it's the ones who are vaccinated who are killing people! NAC, 500, 600 milligrams a day, twice a day. Free radical protection. Are you taking any of it? No! Why? Oh, you want to argue about whether or not it's the right face? Boom. Vitamin C. Not a multivitamin. 1,000 mgs, whatever the hell that means. Sorry for my language. No, I'm not sorry. It's been boiling inside of me. I take 5 of them a day. 5,000 vitamin C, 1,000 mgs a day. I take 5 of them a day. And I'm alive.
And angry.
D3. Vitamin D3. 5,000 IUs. Whatever that means. Take it every day. Every day. Every day. When I go on the road, I pack them. I take them with me. I take them every day. Copper bisglycinate. Every day. Every day for a year. I've taken copper.
So there you hear, folks. He's taken all of his vitamins. He's completely fucking healthy. That's how it started. Hey, let's check in on him. See how it's going over there with Dave Dobermeyer.
Unbelievable. A weekend. I bet I slept. I don't know how much I slept. I woke up to go back to sleep. All as unbelievable. Sweating. Man. In fact, my wife's upstairs with a whip. She didn't even want me to come down here this morning. And I'm here, and I covered your prayers. You know, everybody says the same thing. Oh, you got COVID. Well, what the hell does that even mean, I got COVID? What is that?
Hey, what does that mean? Shh. What is COVID? I've never even... COVID? How do you even pronounce this word? I don't even know. What are viruses? Hmm?
What is COVID? I got something.
Something.
And man, I'm telling you, man, it has been like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. I can't eat. I can't even drink.
Did you take your vitamins?
If I drink water, it doesn't matter what it is, I immediately want to throw up. And I have drenched my bed about as many times as you can drench it.
I bet you have.
With fever. And so I just covet your prayers, if you would.
Yeah, you should covet a vaccine, you fucking moron. Could have kept this from happening, but hey, at least we know the vitamins don't work. Thank you for proving that to us. Meet Veronica Walski, who filmed lots of videos of her going in and mistreating minimum wage workers because she's a fucking piece of shit. And here's one of them.
Down here, so it's not real obvious that I'm videoing. Hello. I have a face mask on, honey. And I have a medical exemption and a doctor's note. So I have, somebody sent me an email.
Ma'am, I'm not helping you.
I'll get the manager, please. I have a medical exemption.
So, that's how it started. Let's check in with Veronica and see how it's going. Huh. Oh, okay, yeah. She's on a ventilator. Oh, okay. Cool. She's trying to sue the hospital into giving her ivermectin. Has no problem taking ivermectin, but wouldn't take the vaccine. Thoughts and prayers, I guess. What else can you say? Did you guys see this? So depressing. This is why the pandemic is still spreading. This is why we can't move past it. Parents encourage kids to burn masks on Idaho Capitol steps. These are the same people who continuously bitch about indoctrination of children. Don't use your children as political pawns. Have no problem with it. Just depressing as fuck. And even more examples of it. Here they are encouraging their kids to go against mask mandates and just go into the schools. Even though they have mask mandates in the schools, and the sheriff's officer here is not enforcing any of the rules. The mandates don't do any good if the police won't actually enforce them. Students at a school in Manchester, instigated by parents, refused to comply with the mask mandate and enter school.
They don't have a mask.
If you don't want to go in, you don't have to.
What if they do?
I'm not going to force anybody. I'm not putting masks on anybody. That's not my job. The order.
So they can go in without the mask.
This is a county health department order.
Okay.
And a policy of the school.
Right.
That if anybody that's going to go in, they got to have a mask on.
There is no policy.
I'm not arguing.
Okay, so they can go in, guys.
They can go in.
They can go in. Go on in, guys.
Go in.
Well, they can't enforce it.
I said that they have to have a mask.
Yeah, you guys, they can't touch you. Just go ahead and go in.
They can't touch us. Go in.
They cannot touch you, you guys. There you go.
Yay! Plague rats! Hooray for the plague rats!
Be kind and respectful.
Yay! Be kind and respectful as you disobey the rules and push past them and spread disease. Hooray! God damn it! This is why we can't have nice things. And next up, oh my Corona. This is a sad one. So this kid decides to get up at one of the school board meetings and talk about his grandmother who died from COVID, and they laugh at him and snigger. Lowest human goddamn garbage on earth, Trump supporters.
This time last year, my grandmother, who was a former teacher at the Rutherford County School System, died of COVID because someone wasn't wearing a mask. This is a very...
Look at him.
This is a very...
Laughing. No. Hilarious. That you think she died because they didn't wear a mask.
I understand why people would react like that to a statement that I made that's
human scum.
So personal, you know?
Because they don't have a heart. They don't give a fucking shit about you. Oh yeah. But anyway, Brandon Schlub. Here's what Brandon Schlub has to say about ivermectin.
Dude, so you know that with ivermectin, you know in Tokyo, the government came out and said to take it?
Yeah.
You know,
False! False! That did not happen! It did not happen! Let's fact check this motherfucker. Japan has not endorsed ivermectin. Tokyo's Medical Association chairman held a press conference. The Tokyo Medical Association chairman is not associated with the government whatsoever. He came out and he basically said, hey, if people want to take ivermectin, fine, let them. Yeah, we should let the doctors prescribe it if people want to take it. I don't see any big deal about it. Not associated with the government, and the government does not endorse the taking of ivermectin. Completely debunked bullshit. Now, here's the thing about ivermectin, folks. I think they done studies. Like one of the studies they did, they showed that African countries that have a high incident of taking ivermectin, they have a lower mortality rate. It's like 28% lower. So there might be something about ivermectin that does help lower their mortality rate. And it might be beneficial to take along with the vaccine. The dangerous part is taking ivermectin instead of the vaccine, or thinking that you don't have to be vaccinated because you take ivermectin. There's so many people on their deathbed who took ivermectin and they're dying. And there are very, very few of them that got vaccinated and they're dying. That's why what Joe Rogan did is so dangerous. First off, he has to come out and he has to clarify, do not take horse paste. Do not go to your feed store and buy that ivermectin. That's different than the ones that the doctors prescribe. Totally different. But also get vaccinated. If you want to get vaccinated and then take it from your doctor's prescription, fine. If you get sick after you've been vaccinated, you want to take it, fine. But don't skip the vaccine. That's the fucking important part. Anything else is just spreading misinformation and killing people. I cover it. But of course, Spotify don't give a fuck. Joe Rogan don't give a fuck. And these are Joe Rogan's best friends. They're just misinformation spreaders. Why would they fact check any goddamn thing they say? Oh, the Twitter post that he's actually talking about that said, hey, the government of Japan came out and said take ivermectin, which was a lie. I actually looked it up immediately. I said, is that true? I bet that's not true. I bet this is just propaganda put out by right-wing shitheads. And of course it was. So, unsurprising. These are the people that Joe Rogan surrounds himself with. Total fucking morons. And last up on my Corona, folks, the Bible specifically told you to wear a mask. Like even back in the olden days of the primitive motherfuckers in the Bible, they knew that disease was spread from person to person. Leviticus 13:45-46. Look it up. I did. It says this. Anyone with such a defiling disease must wear torn clothes, let their hair be unkempt, cover the lower part of their face, and cry out, unclean, unclean. As long as they have the disease, they remain unclean. They must live alone. They must live outside the camp. So, yeah, they knew. Do what the Bible tells you to, motherfuckers. Why are you against God? Why do you hate God, Christians? Just saying. Might want to get in line. You're going to be punished. Hell is hot and forever, according to you guys.